Hi everybody. It's been quite a while, so I guess let me start with this. My name is Justine. I have not made a video in 2 years. So the last one I made, I was actually 7 months post-op. So I guess I'll just start from the beginning. I had gastric bypass Roux-en-Y June 22nd of 2016, and it is currently May 4th of 2019. So to say I'm a little bit behind on my videos is definitely an understatement. If I keep looking down a lot, I apologize. I have notes. So, oh my goodness. Definitely have changed since my last video. My hair's gotten longer. A lot of things in my life have changed. I've moved. Please forgive my room. It's a disaster. But I kind of wanted to touch base, and I kind of wanted to do it for accountability factors. When I first started my weight loss journey, I weighed 300 pounds. I was like 300.1. The day of my surgery, I can't even begin to tell you. I would have to go back on my old videos. I truly don't even remember now. My lowest weight I ever reached was 164.6, I believe. No, 164.4, I'm sorry. And that was the fall of 2017. I will say that I did not get there in a healthy way. That year, especially in that time frame, I was going through a lot of personal things. I separated from my husband, and we got divorced. So I did not get there in a very healthy manner at all. Truthfully, I looked, some people claimed I looked quite ill. I actually felt quite comfortable there. However, when I got in a better mindset, a better mind frame, my body seemed to sit around 170 to 173 is kind of where I ranged. So currently my weight is 184.6. I'm very, very ashamed of myself in this. I have picked up very unhealthy habits again. I've noticed a lot of grazing, a lot of mind hunger, a lot of boredom eating. And I think what's really hard with that is when you are struggling and you've always had a food addiction. Obviously, I have a food addiction. And you get not so much cocky in it, but you get confident in, you know what, I can do this, you know, my tool is helping me, and then you slam into this wall because eventually your body does adjust some to your malabsorption. I truthfully, I stopped using my tool the way it was designed to be used. And that does make me ashamed. I seem to do very good when I'm at work with my foods. However, it seems like once I get home, I try to make sure I eat a snack on my way home from work in my car. And then it seems like once I get home and, you know, the hustle and the bustle of your kids and everything else, I tend to graze. So it's like, oh, hey, I got the kids this. Let me have an oatmeal cream pie. Yes, I know, before you preach at me, don't eat that stuff. I know. I know all of these things. I don't even have a good reason. I am very busy. I do have kids I take care of. I have 4 children, 3 of which live with me. My one son is an adult now. And it's you just get really cocky and you get really confident in what you think your body can do. Excuse me. I know the bad habits that I have picked up are definitely not completely mind driven. I think some of them are actually just out of pure old habits, which you would assume with everything that I went through to get what I needed for my health, for my happiness with my weight, that I would be more forthcoming and I would be more strict than I am. But truthfully, I don't log my food, and I think that's where everything really started to go wrong. I quit logging my foods, and I guess I quit working with my tool and I started working against it. So I decided I would kind of come back out here on YouTube and kind of makes you look stupid if you're making videos every week and coming back saying, hey, I gained 2 pounds. Hey, I gained 1.5 pounds. And you're not gaining muscle. You're just gaining fat because you're being lazy. You're not being accountable to your body and what you want. So this is my way to be accountable. So my goals. I would like to get to 160. I would really like to be around that. I know a few people that may not agree that that was a good weight for me, but I felt most comfortable in my body when I was at the 164. Do not get me wrong, I still do have loose skin, but I have noticed that the thinner that I got, the more, ironically, that my skin wasn't as dominant in my clothing as it is now. I guess, again, since it's been so long since I've made a video, I'll kind of update on a few things. I apologize if this is completely scattered. This was kind of a random spur of the moment. I'm going to make a video. I currently wear a size 12 in jeans, a large shirt, or for like my leggings, I wear a large in those as well. If it wasn't for my skin, I could definitely pull off a medium in them. However, it hurts me to wear anything smaller than a large because of my skin. I'm very active. I do not exercise, which I do hope to start incorporating some kind of exercise, even something at home, because honestly, it's just not feasible for me to go to a gym. I usually get home from work between 4 and 4:30, and I'm usually asleep by 8:30. Get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning for work. So basically, I come home, I cook dinner, I do laundry, wrangle my children, and it tends to be quite exhausting. So I don't have a whole lot of options as far as going to a gym right now. So the best option for me is to find something I can do at my house, with my family even, and kind of go from there. So that is kind of my plan right now. So I would like to lose 24 pounds. And I would also, I'm not even so much focused on the number on the scale, I guess. I just feel like I'll know when I'm happy, when I know that I've put in the effort that I should. And like I said, I know I'm not putting forth nearly enough effort. So my plan is I'm going to log my foods. I'm going to go back to what my dietitian from the bariatric center had actually recommended to me. I'm going to go back to that plan. So definitely high protein, low fat, no starches, and kind of just go back from that. Go back to the basics. I've even thought about starting to attend they're not weight loss seminars, but they were like a support group. To attend the support groups again. I thoroughly enjoyed those, and I quit going. I don't even think I was a year out. That sounds about right. Yeah, I don't even think I was a year out, and I quit going to them because I didn't have time, or I just had a lot of excuses. And honestly, one night a month wouldn't have killed me to set aside to attend these. So even right now, as I'm making this video, I guess I'll kind of share a thought that's in my mind too. I keep looking in this video and thinking how fat my neck looks. It's bugging me. There's the unhealthy, unhappy me is still inside of here. And it really breaks my heart that I never got a good balance on that. I do feel like I had somewhat of a foundation on it, but with everything that was happening in my personal life, I just kind of held a lot of things in, and I kind of went back to food. And I did it in kind of a weird way. I stopped eating a little bit. I was barely eating. I would just take a couple bites of something and I would move along. And it was easy because I still to this day, I don't get hunger pains. I still have never felt hungry. But me wanting sugar is still a very, very persistent thing. It's always been sugars with me. That's one of the reasons I chose the bypass. Aside from it, I had a lot of weight to lose and it would give me the most benefits I felt. But I purposely chose the Roux-en-Y because I wanted, and I hoped and I prayed that I would get dumping syndrome. But what I noticed is when I found out something made me dump, I learned, okay, just eat less of it. Not my smartest idea ever, but nonetheless, that is my fault. So this is me owning up to my issues. I'm going to give myself a goal of I want to lose 1 pound a week, and I want to make positive steps each week. I know I'm not going to change it overnight, and there are still a lot of very healthy things, ironically, that I've kept. I never turned back to sugary drinks. I never turned back to pop. Truthfully, I drink water or Crystal Light 99.9% of the time. That 1% maybe is a glass of milk or a cup of coffee. But for the most part, there are things that I've never deviated from. I still really only can eat a cup of food, which is great. Certain things, obviously, if they're less dense, I can eat a little bit more. But trust me when I say, it hurts like hell if you go over that. So I will be making a video every Sunday and uploading it no later than Monday, and I will be doing my weigh-ins. I have not weighed myself since last Monday, so I'm kind of going based off of last week's weight. Excuse me, sorry about that. I'm kind of going based off of my last week's weight. My weight really doesn't fluctuate all that much. I'm pretty consistent in the crap that I eat or don't eat, so it tends to stick. I guess I should say too, I believe my highest weight that I've gotten back up to since I've had my bypass is 191.8. I believe it was 191.8 or 6. I'm pretty sure it was 198.9 or 98. I don't know. I know it was 190. No, 191. That's the point that throws me off. I know I was close to 192, and that was kind of my wake-up call. So, again, I do apologize that I'm very scattered and not I guess, organized in my video, but I figured I much prefer the raw videos that people make versus the fake semi-scripted ones, because right now I'm coming at you with something real, something that is important to me, and next week I promise it will definitely make more sense and it will be more on point. But for today, for this moment, I felt it was best to have a more real, unscripted me. If you guys have any questions or anything you would like to ask me before I record my next video, please feel free. I am an open book, so whatever you would like to know, what I eat, what I shouldn't be eating, anything like that, just please feel free to message me, and I'll be more than happy to get back with you on that. Thank you guys.